What's up, guys? Brian, Callahan Garage. Today I've got something that's really, really special. This is the 1979 Sportster, and you're going to love this story. So this bike was purchased a few years old by a friend of mine's dad. He kind of built it and cleaned it up and souped it up for his dad. The bike eventually gets traded back and forth between this kid's grandpa and his dad. And eventually grandpa dies in, I think, the late 90s or early 2000s. And the dad gets the bike back, which hadn't been running for years. Well, unfortunately, the dad never got it really worked on it either. He pulled the carbs off to get them clean, to get it back on the road, and just life happened. Well, in 2019, this young kid's father passed away at age 48. This kid is 21 years old and has never seen this bike running. Imagine that. Seen a bike his whole life, just never seen it running. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this thing running and driving, and we're going to get this bike to where this kid can finally ride it. It looks like it's been sitting for over 25 years, probably about 27. First things first, let me give you a quick walk around it. All right, so I did already pull the brake lines off last night just because I couldn't wait. I wanted to. Bike has no brakes, and actually the whole rubber lines are kind of completely swallowed, so we had to order some new ones. And check this out, though. This bike has got 3,036 miles. It's what they call an iron head. Unfortunately, a lot of people call this the baby Harley because, again, it is a Sportster. We do know it turns over just because we had put a battery in it just to see if the motor was locked up. And it actually sounded pretty good and had decent compression. But one of the problems we ran into and why this kid really couldn't start working on this bike is it was missing the carburetor. So we went ahead and ordered a new Y pipe and a new carburetor. I think we're going to need to take the tank off. Going to get that cleaned. But this is just a really cool time capsule. Yeah, it's a really cool bike. So I think first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead. Let's get this tank off because I know that's going to have to be soaking for some days. We're still waiting on. I got the carburetor. Still waiting on a Y pipe, and then I'm going to put a little juice in these cylinders so we can turn it over and kind of let them clean themselves out. So let me get this tank off, and then I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. All right, so I went ahead and emptied out the gas tank. The smell that's coming off this, I mean, that's straight deck stained. Like, that's your Thompson water seal. And the inside of the tank, let's take a look. Sorry for the weird effect. But yeah, it's got a lot of coating in there. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to get a hose hooked up and we're going to start flushing it and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so we are back in the shop. We probably would have been able to get this together the other day, but we were actually missing some clamps. So hopefully this will be able to tighten down, solve our problem, and we should be able to tighten this all together. Those look a little, well, I might have to grind those down. But so far I've changed the oil, I've got the rear brakes are working, the front brakes we're waiting on new lines because the hoses were completely collapsed. But if all goes well, today we should be able to hear this thing run for the first time in probably, we're figuring, about 25 years. So let's see if we can get this on there and see if we can make it work. All right, so let's see if we can get this where it will seal. We'll flush over there, guys. Let's see how that looks. This has got to be good and flat. I'll make sure these are. Yeah, let's try it like that.
What's up, guys? All right, so I got the carb on there. I've got to do something with the throttle cables, and I'm, maybe the wire leak. We're not sure. But how old are you?
21.
How long has this bike been off the road?
99.
So you've never seen this bike run.
Mm-mm.
So I've got gas hooked up. I haven't even opened it up. So I thought we would see what happens.
Yeah.
Got fire extinguisher. Don't worry, guys. Fire extinguisher. So let's make sure our carb doesn't leak. It's leaking right there. That's not good.
What was that, like 2-stroke mix?
It is. Just because I did go ahead and I soaked the cylinders already.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, we don't want to. Yeah, steady drip, it'll be fine. All right. Got to put a clamp on that because that's dripping. Mm-hmm. Everything's dripping. All right, guys, so we're back on the Iron Head. I had some camera problems yesterday when the owner was here trying to get it running. We got it running for like a half second. I'll put the video in here. Now, today, what I realized one of the problems I was having getting running is my fuel system wasn't really working well. My little gas tank, whatever, portable tank. So I've actually went ahead and hooked up the regular gas tank. And what we're gonna do, I've already cleaned it out. We're hopefully gonna get this running and idling, I don't know, for a little while, and then we'll see what happens, okay? So let's get some power. Oh, and I gotta use the cheater box because the switch is kind of broken and I don't want it to just stay on. So let's see what we got. Not really idling right. Let me take a look at the carb real quick. Oh, that's because the carb freaking popped off. So I haven't figured out yet how we're going to secure that on there. It's going to be some way, but yeah. Let's see if we can. All right, let's try this again. Let's do a little more choke. turn the idle up just a tad. Let's try that. So I think we're kind of flooding it a little. Come on. Yes, we got to find a way to secure that on there a little better. Yeah, we got to find a way to secure that on there, but I just want to get it to run and idle for a few minutes. Yeah, I think. Turn the idle down a little bit and try again. And that's on there. It's not leaking anymore. too much fuel. All right, I'll get back to you guys in a little bit and see if we can mess with this. All right, so I secured the carburetor a little bit better. Once I get an air filter for this, which I'm still trying to find the one that works, it will actually hold that in there, but that's what's happening. We're kind of getting a leak. So I've got that in there secured. Let's see if that fixed the problem. Wait, let me get my screwdriver just in case we got to adjust the idle. All right, let's see what we got. Hell yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you probably can't hear me, but yeah, it's idling great. I mean, that's awesome. At least 25 years this bike has not been running on the road at all. And we now have it running, idling, and it's just awesome. Gonna let it idle for a while. Let's see if the clutch works. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. 25 years, at least. So I say we invite the kid back over so he can finally see this thing actually running. Yeah, I mean, the clutch is working, it went into gear, you saw me stall it. Yes, I'm super excited. I need to pull that switch out and see if we can figure out how to make that switch work. I'm still waiting on the new cables, or sorry, the new brake lines for the front brakes. Hopefully we'll get those to work. But we are literally, I mean, this is running. It's a running bike. It's absolutely a running bike. All right, so I'll give it back to you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much for following me with this. I know the video's not been great, but it runs, it runs, it runs.
Like all cleaned up. My uncle's gonna be the first one to see it. Like he's the one I'm real excited about seeing it.
All right.
He remembers Daddy building it in the shop and everything.
All right, so pull this apart, and it was kind of not working. We have to find the actual switch because it's broken inside. Yeah. And we have to resolder it.
Okay.
However,
well, what I was gonna do is I got a guy that sells this whole piece.
Is it this actual
Yeah,
piece?
and it plugs in.
Yeah.
down
See,
here.
this probably. So this may not have a plug.
Okay.
So it ends up you may end up rewiring.
Having to straight wire.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I can find the little things. We just need to order them. But I love what I've done to make this work. All right, let's see. So, and all right, so you got a choke over there. You probably don't need it. Now your horn is your starter button.
That's the horn?
Yep.
Okay.
So
and what's this? Is this still half a turn signal?
These are turn signals.
Oh, these are the turn signals over here. So it's just flip-flop, right?
What do you mean?
Is this still the headlight, or is that the headlight?
The only thing I've changed is just the
start and stop.
Just the start and stop. So you still got to turn this on. You still got to have like just so you got no more horn, but you should have a way to start it. All right, so give it power. Go for it.
Ooh. Is gas on?
Yeah, just give it a tiny bit of choke. Cover all the way in.
All the way.
I got it idling real low. We can turn it up just a little bit, but if it'll stay at this kind of low, that's like the best way you want it. Like that is.
All right, the choke's still pulled out a little bit. I pushed it in.
Push it all the way in.
That's all the way in.
Hold the clutch in, and put it in first gear, and just let it off just a tiny, don't let it off all the way. See it starting to pull? I'm running straight gas with depot man to start cleaning off some of the stuff.
Yeah, when I looked inside the head, it looked all gummed up, and it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, it's gonna need it. You're gonna have to put some miles on, like I said, it's gonna be a running project. We're gonna have to play with it. We're gonna work on it. You know,
Yeah.
You're working as a mechanic. You're gonna know how to. You'll be able to pick this up easy. Like this is like 25 years, man.
Man, that's insane.
All right, guys. So we are back on the Sportster today. I've actually done a lot off camera just because it wasn't that entertaining. Because let's be honest, you want to see this thing move. Now, if I'm being, truthful, we did already take this for a quick ride with the owner. It blew out the oil cap. One of the front brakes locked up, so that boiled. So off camera, I've had to rebuild the entire brake system from the master cylinder all the way to both calipers, new brake lines. But now we have pretty good brakes. I also had to fabricate a little bracket here to kind of hold on to this because we went with the CV40 car, but it actually works pretty well. So, but now we're going to finally see, because again, the last ride literally had oil everywhere, it just wasn't very long. Now we're going to finally take this for a ride and see if it actually runs and runs good. All right, guys, I think the first thing we're going to do is just kind of like take it up and down the street. This bike hasn't been on the road for a while. We still need some new tires for it, but they're not crazy dry rotted. But let's just see if we can kind of go up and down the street without hesitating. I better take my microphone off before I lose it. So let's see what happens. Alright guys, well I think that's probably going to do it us for right now in this video. It is back running and driving. We're still waiting on some new tires, so I don't want to put it out there too much. It's, I'm sure these are flat spotted like crazy. Got some carb adjustments to do and some little things here and there. But we have now created, a running bike. Hasn't been on the road for 25 years. The owner's face when is going to get the ride is going to be pretty awesome. So make sure you like and subscribe. And thanks for watching Callahan Garage. I hope you like when we do this stuff. If you do, mark it down in the comments. If you don't, we'll do something else. But honestly, just fulfilling some childhood dream of a kid is amazing. He has never seen this bike running his whole entire life. And now not only has he seen it running, but he rode it the other day. Of course, it broke down after 5 minutes. But maybe I'll throw some video up of him when we actually get him out on the road when he get these new tires. So again, thanks for watching.